We are now with Bryan and Marc Denis, and we're going to play the stock market with Canadian team goalies. Dustin Wolf, he's safe. He just signed. The others are going under the microscope. So let's start with Connor Hellebuyck. Marc, is he a buy, sell, or hold?
A much wiser man than I once told me, you need to sell high. And it doesn't get any higher than league MVP and Vezina Trophy Connor Hellebuyck. He could not get enough wins in the playoffs. I'm getting rid of that stock while it's still trading really high.
Man, that's bold. That is bold, too. He won the Hart last year and the Vezina. During the regular season, I'm not selling. I would sell at the playoffs, though. You're absolutely right on that, Marc. Right before the playoffs, I'm selling on Connor Hellebuyck.
All righty. Next up, pending unrestricted free agent and Maple Leafs #1 goalie, Anthony Stolarz. Marc?
I'm buying that stock. This is an opportunity of a lifetime. I understand it is not easy for a career backup goaltender to become a #1 goalie in a very hot market, let's be honest here. But the chance at an extension and to play and been behind a very solid Toronto team, to me, I'm buying Anthony Stolarz stock.
Yeah, totally agree with that. Joseph Wall, he's locked in, but I think Stolarz, the door is open for him to step right through it, and that stock is going to continue to go up.
Leafs fans like to hear that. What about potential Team Canada goalie, the Canadians' #1, Samuel Montembeault?
Well, this may sound purely mathematics, but he went from 30 to 40 to 60 starts, and he's kept his save percentage the same. The team is on the way up. The goaltender's on the way up. And now that there's a more potent backup to give him that day-a-week rest, I think Samuel Montembeault's stock is still on the way up, and I'm buying. I'm loading up on it.
Yeah, I'm going to hold on this one. I need to see more out of the Montreal Canadiens. I love what they did post-Four Nations last year. They were one of the best teams in the league. Incredibly clutch. Montembeault was a big part of that. It's a small sample size, though. I'm not selling. I'm not buying. I'm going to hold on Montembeault right now.
Waiting to see if his stock rises. Next up, the Senators and Linus Ullmark's extension kicks in this year. He's making $8.25 million for the next 4 seasons. Marc, are you buying, selling, or holding?
I'm going to hold on this one, and there's a reason behind it. Steve Staios and the Ottawa Senators paid a hefty price. I'm not ready to cut my losses. I want to see a healthy former Vezina Trophy winner to go back to his form, to find the consistency, and to bring the Ottawa Senators into the playoffs one more time. I'm holding on Linus Ullmark.
Marc, this is why you're my broker. Totally agree with that assessment. I'm just moving forward. Let's go on to the next guy.
Let's do it. Let's continue with Thatcher Demko of the Canucks. Top-tier talent, but he's got injury concerns. Marc, what are you thinking here?
I'm buying when it comes to Thatcher Demko. You just mentioned his health status, and I think for him to now be in the right they're in the right frame of mind physically and mentally, to be trusting his body once again, I'm buying his stock. I think the Vancouver Canucks and Thatcher Demko can get back to elite status. I do believe he's a top 5 goalie in the NHL when healthy, and the last time he got more than 50 starts, the Canucks finished first in the Pacific Division. I'm still buying some Thatcher Demko stock.
You might be fired as my broker. You might be fired as my broker here. I have to sell on this because the #1 ability in sports is availability. It's the highest priority. I just don't know if I can trust Thatcher Demko. They signed Lankinen for a reason. Clearly, they don't fully trust Demko. They want to believe in Demko because of everything you just said, Marc. When he plays, he's a stud. Yeah. He just doesn't play enough, and I've seen too much year over year over year. I'd be selling on Demko.
Yeah, those injury concerns. Well, let's finish with maybe the goalie under the most pressure this year, Stuart Skinner in Edmonton. Marc, buy, sell, or hold?
Well, a very smart broker may be buying stock when it's low, but I'm going to hold off on Stuart Skinner. I think there's some redemption story being written over there. I like the Oilers. I like them as a team. I like them for 1 more year at least. And for now, Stuart Skinner is the man. You're talking about availability? Well, he'll be available and he'll be playing a lot of hockey. I'm just going to hold off on him, but he needs to make more saves.
We're back. We're back, and I'm on board with that. I'm holding. I'm not buying or selling. He's a big guy. He's still young. 2 Cup finals. I know there's been a roller coaster out there. I would be holding on Stuart Skinner.
Okay. Well, you guys have been great. So I think I'm going to be buying stock in both you guys.